अक्षरसमां नयमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनिये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहं पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदीम्। लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः सुधाटीकायां बाध्यबाधकभावप्रकरणस्य अध्ययनं बहुभ्यः वर्गेभ्यः प्रचलत् अस्ति। अद्य समापयामः। तत्र आदौ अस्माकम् अध्ययनस्य प्रारम्भः विप्रतिषेधे परं कार्यम् इत्यस्य सूत्रस्य अध्ययनेन जातः। तत्र किं नाम विप्रतिषेधः इति चेत् द्वौ प्रसङ्गौ, दिस् हेस् टु बि मेमरैज्ड्, द्वौ प्रसङ्गौ अन्यार्थौ भवतः एकस्मिंश्च युगपत् प्राप्नुतः। Two sutras or two shastras, two prasangas which have a possibility of separate execution and have a conflict. Saha vipratishetha. The stock example, I think everybody knows this, Supicha and Bahuvachane Jhalyeta has to be remembered. What happens when there is a vipratishetha? There are two choices that we discussed. Either none of them will say, I would like to execute. So, apratipattihi va ubhayoho tulyabalatvat. Or each of them will take a separate path. We'll say one option first sutra, second option second sutra, trujadibhis tulyavat or trujadibhis tulyam bhavati. And then we did further elaboration on each of these. So trujadibhis tulyam bhavati ityatra dvayoho sutrayoho tatra prapti sambhavati. Parantu ekasyaiva sutrasya prayogaha karaniyah. So we came up with sakrudgato vipratishethe yad badhitam tad badhitam eva. This is based on the niyama interpretation of vipratishethe param karyam. Vipratishethe yatra dvayoho api praptihi tatra parameva bhavati purvam na bhavati. On the other hand, when both the sutras say, okay, you go ahead, we discuss the Jati Paksha versus Vyakti Paksha Kayyata's opinion in this context. So the two sutras, because they are Charitartha somewhere else, they withdraw themselves and they allow other sutra to execute. Eventually, no sutra will execute, and therefore we want to bring in one sutra. Therefore, we choose the Vidhi interpretation of Vipratishethe Param Karyam. Vipratishethe Param Avashyam Bhavati Tadanantaram Shakyam chet purvam api bhavati. So then punaf prasanga vijnanat siddham paribhasha came from that. So that all discussion was related to vipratishetha. Then we moved on to further concepts like nitya versus anitya, antaranga versus bahiranga. We have taken a few examples in each category. Ante utsargapavadasya adhyanam asmabhi prarabdham. For utsargapavada, we studied a fundamental definition येन नाप्राप्ते यो विधिरारभ्यते सतस्य बाधको भवति, which is actually broken down into two parts. First part defines the utsarga. येन नाप्राप्ते यो विधिरारभ्यते सः अपवादः. येन उत्सर्गेण नाप्राप्ते अवश्यं प्राप्ते यह विधि आरभ्यते. So a vidhi begins only when some other vidhi definitely begins. An apavada can begin only when the utsarga can definitely begin. Yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate saha apavadaha, and then we say apavadaha utsargasya badhako bhavati niravakashatvam apavadasya bijam. It will block the utsarga. So that single sutra or paribhasha has been broken down into two. Now, when we talked about apavada, we said apavada is actually of two types. There is an apavada which cannot simultaneously exist with the utsarga. So you can either do the utsarga or you can do the apavada, but you can't do both. For example, swamor napumsakat and atom. Swamor napumsakat ityanena am adeshaha bhavati. Atom ityanena luk bhavati. Now you cannot simultaneously do am adesha and luk. You have to choose between one. So then apavada and utsarga cannot coexist simultaneously. Either apavada will come or utsarga will come. We studied mathara pariveshana nyaya or mathara kaundinya pariveshana nyaya. All people should eat. Matharaha pariveshayet, mathara kaundinyo pariveshayetam. If an instruction is given like this, then mathara and kaundinyo cannot eat and serve at the same time. One action will have to block another action. For such an observation, there is no need of a paribhasha. Why? The very existence of apavada will say that apavada will win over utsarga. So for mathara pariveshana nyaya, for asati sambhave vadhanam bhavati, the definition or the existence of the sutra itself सूत्रस्य विधानसामर्थ्यादेव अपवादसूत्रम् उत्सर्गं बाधते. Therefore, why is this other definition done? Yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate satasya badhako bhavati. It is for the other situation where both of the actions can coexist simultaneously. Stock example given in the commentaries is ami sarvanamnaha sutta and hrasvanadyaponta. We also discussed alontyasya and adev parasya. Alontyasya can do adesha at one end, adev parasya does the adesha at other end. It's possible both of them coexist, but still one of them will block another. Why? Because yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate satasya badhako bhavati. So the nyaya that we discussed was takra kaundinya nyaya. It is possible for kaundinya to take dadhi and takra both. Dadhi brahmanebhyo diyatam takra kaundinyaya ityatra dadhidanad anantaram takradanam avashyam sambhavati, parantu tatha na kriyate. Takradanam dadhidanasya nivartakam bhavati. The takradana will block the dadhidana. Why? Satyapi sambhave badhanam bhavati. So we discussed asati sambhave and we discussed satyapi sambhave. Then in the previous class, we moved on to some important paribhashas of utsarga apavada. We said that when there is apavada and when there is utsarga, it is not always the case that apavada will block the utsarga compulsorily. Kutrachit apavadaha utsargasya nityam badham karoti. We saw multiple examples, some 8, 10, 12 examples we listed. Sasajushoruhu and Jalanjashonte or Swamor Napumsakat and Ato, multiple examples were there. So atra utsargasya apavadena nityam badhaha kriyate. Then we said that sometimes what happens is apavada will only optionally block the utsarga. I gave the examples of the Krudanta Prakaranam. Tavyat tavyani yaraha and acho yata. Yata pratyaya and tavya pratyaya are both the pair of utsarga apavada. Tavya is given for all, yata is given only for ajanta dhatus. But still, yata will only optionally block tavya. So apavada will optionally block the utsarga. We saw the third example where apavada fails to block the utsarga. Madhye pavadaha purvan vidhin badhante nottaran, purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran. So some apavadas which are situated in the middle will only block the previous utsarga, they don't block the next utsarga. अत्र किं विशेषरूपेण ज्ञातव्यम्? उत्सर्गः नास्ति इति नोच्यते, अपवादः नास्ति इति नोच्यते. अपवादः अवश्यमस्ति. The middle sutra is still an apavada and the later occurring sutra is still the utsarga. But utsarga is not blocked by apavada. Just like the way purva and para is independent of who wins and who does not win. Nitya, Anitya, Antaranga, Bahiranga are the terms given to sutras which follow a certain criteria or a certain test. Who wins is a different story. In the same way, yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate saha apavadaha. Whether apavada utsargasya badhaka bhavati or not is a different story. Ataha atra apavadaha केवलं मध्ये विद्यमानः अपवादः केवलं पूर्वस्य उत्सर्गस्य बाधको भवति. मध्ये पवादाः पूर्वान् विधीन् बाधन्ते नोत्तरान्. We discussed the example of ino yana versus achisnu dhatu bhruvam versus sarvadhatukarddhatukayoh. And then the second example was purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran. We discussed the example of etyedhatyutsu engi pararupam omangoscha, and we saw how the earlier occurring apavada can only block the next utsarga, next not necessarily consecutive, whatever comes first, but does not block the utsarga occurring after that. We are going to elaborate more on this particular paribhasha today, purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran, in the context of this particular ever confusing topic of Subanta Prakarane Sandhi Sutrana Badhyapadhaka Bhavaha. We have purposely kept aside these sutras of Sandhi Prakaranam, Ato Gune, Akassavarne Dirgha, Prathamayoho Purva Savarnaha, Nadichi, Vruddhirechi, Iko Yanachi, and so on. Now we are going to see how these sutras interact with each other and what is the Utsarga Apavada relationship between them. Okay, and what does it mean when we say one sutra is a combined apavada of two, and is there real a concept of combined apavada or it is just made up? We are going to see all these things. So let's start directly from the Mahabhashyam. Mahabhashya in 61102 Prathamayoho Purvasavarnaha. Prathamayoho Purvasavarna Asmin Sutre Bhashyakarena Idam Vakyam Dattamasti. Now you can go to that particular sutra and see but there is a lot of other stuff in Prathamayoho Purvasavarna. I would have loved to teach the Bhashya of Prathamayoho Purvasavarna. It's phenomenal. It tells why the word Savarna must be there. It says why the word Purvasavarna must be there, and so on. But it's beyond our scope of this discussion, some other point in time. But this particular sentence is very interesting. प्रथमयोः पूर्वसवर्ण इत्यत्र भाष्यकारस्य इदं विधानमस्ति आद्गुणयणादेशयोरपवादा वृद्धिसवर्णदीर्घपूर्वसवर्णादेशाः तेषां पररूपं स्वरसन्धिषु. In the Swarasandhis, Bhashyakara clearly discusses who is the Apavada and who is the Utsarga. All your questions are answered in this single statement. What does he say? Adguna Yanadesha. The two most important Utsargas are Adguna and Yanadesha. Adgunaha and Iko Yanachi. Adguna Yanadesha Tayoho Apavadaha. The Apavada. Now Tayoho. So combined Apavada. Tayoho Apavadaha Vruddhi. So Vruddhirechi is one Apavada of these two. Savarna Dirgha. Second word. Savarna Dirgha. So Akas Savarne Dirgha is the second Apavada. And Purva Savarna Desha. So Prathamayoho Purva Savarnaha. So in the second layer are the set of apavadas for the first layer. Adguna and Ikoyanachi are the utsargas. Vruddhirechi, Akassavarne Dirgha, Prathamayo Purvasavarna are apavadas. Tesham. So a combined apavada of this second layer, Pararupam. Ato gune iti Pararupam etesham sarvesham api apavada rupena pravartate Swarasandhishu. So Subanta Prakarane, in the Swarasandhis specifically, प्रयुज्यमानानि मुख्यानि षट्सूत्राणि भाष्यकारेण उत्सर्गापवादरूपेण प्रदर्शितानि वर्तन्ते. आद्गुणः and इको यणचि प्रथमस्तरीय उत्सर्गः एतयोः अपवादत्वेन वृद्धिरेचि अकस्सवर्णे दीर्घः प्रथमयोः पूर्वसवर्णः. So what is the relationship between these three? Vipratished. They are on the same level. I am going to talk about this. Sutras that are on the same level, we have Vipratished. Sutras that are one below another, we have Utsargapavada. This is what Bhashyakara states. You can either take it directly without thinking much, or you can think logically and precisely come to the same conclusion that Bhashyakara has come up. We are going to go on the second path. We don't take things blindly. We will look at it and we will derive everything logically. Okay. And finally, the third one, etesham triyanam api apavadhatvena ato gune iti sutram tritiye stare pravartate. So that's the ato gune sutram. Okay. Now let's go over each of these one by one. Let's start with the two fundamental utsargas. Why are we calling them utsargas? Because those two together will encompass all the possible cases. You have to speak specifically for Subanta Prakaranam and Swarasandhis. You do not have to expand that domain. This sutram explicitly Bhashyakara says Swarasandhishu. And this particular statement comes in Prathamayoho Purvasavarna, which is a prakriya of Subanta Prakaranam. So you have to restrict your thinking for the Swarasandhis inside the Subanta Prakaranam and then interpret this particular chart. So specifically for Swarasandhis, in general, what you have is there will be a Swara on the left and there will be a Swara on the right. The way we divide it is that if there is a Swara on the right, we say Achi. So Achi will indicate that there is a Swara on the right. If there is Swara on the left, we are going to break it into two parts. The first Swara can be A Varna, which is A or A, or it can be anything else than A Varna. So if it is anything else than A Varna, it will be Icha Pratyahara, I, U, Ru, Lu, and so on, all other Pratyaharas are there. Whereas the first Varna will be A. There are actually three Utsargas on the top. Understand this. The first can be A Varna, or first can be I, U, Ru, Lu, or the first can be A, I, O, Au. For these three different groups, we create three different sutras. For A Varna, we create Ad Gunaha. A Varnat Achi Pare Guna Ekadeshaha Bhavati. What does Iko Yanachi say? Ikvarnat Achvarne Pare Guna Ekadeshaha Bhavati. What does Echo Yavayavaha say? Echvarnat Achi Pare Ayavaya Deshaha Bhavanti. So on the right hand side, we keep ach constant. On the left side, ach is divided to three groups. First, a is taken care by ad gunaha. E to L is taken care by eco energy, and A, I, O, Au are taken care by Ho, Yava, Yavaha. Clear so far? So these three sutras together will encompass entire utsarga or entire combinations across ach plus ach. But we are only talking about the Subanta Prakranam. There is no A, I, O, Au in the Subanta Prakranam at this moment. Therefore, Ad Gunaha and Eco Energy. Specifically, not A, I, O, Au means what? There will be A. For example, Muni plus A will be there. But in Muni plus A, Sandhi Sutras don't come in the picture. You have Mune plus A for creating Munaye, and then there is no Badhya Badhaka Bhava playing any role over there. So for Badhya Badhaka Bhava considerations, what is interesting is Ad Gunaha versus Eco Energy. So he restricts his domain to Akka plus Acha. Technically, it will be Acha plus Acha, and you will have Ho Yavayavaha. But Ho Yavayavaha, the Utsarga Apavada of Ho Yavayava is not very interesting in this particular context. So he leaves that out and he keeps the Utsarga as Ad Gunaha and Eco Energy. Therefore, the domain is now Akka on the left and Acha on the right. Why? Because the H which is left out from the Akka is taken care by Ho Yavayavaha, which is not of our interest at this moment. Any questions? Is it clear that Akka plus Acha case is completely covered by Ad Gunaha and Eco Energy together? It's no brainer. Eco Energy is Achi. Ad Gunaha is Achi. Both of them. This Achi Anuvritti of Eco Energy goes for some 30-40 sutras later also. So Eco Energy is the first sutram. Sanhita Adhikara starts Sanhitayam, and then the first important sutram that comes across, that you come across, is Eco Energy. Ikah sthane yan syat achi samhitayam, and that achi comes as an anuvritti for the entire swar sandhi prakaranam, which spans some 20, 25, 30 sutras. Therefore, in Ad Gunaha also the same achi comes as an anuvritti. Ad achi gunaha. So avarnat achi gunaha, ikvarnat achi yanaha. These are the sutras of Adesha. At achi pare, that the one that Ad Gunaha says is Ekaf Purva Parayoho. Purva Parayoho Ekadesha Bhavati. Whereas Eko Yunachi is Purvadesha, but both of them are Adeshas. The next step, he says, Tayoho Vruddhi Savarna Dirgha Purva Savarna Deshaha Apavadaha. So Vruddhi Rechi is an Apavada. Is it clear why Vruddhi Rechi is an Apavada? Vruddhi Rechi clearly says Echi. So now we are breaking out on the right side. A plus Ach is the combination present over here. That is now broken down into A plus H. So A plus Ach and A plus H. Clearly, Ach is the Utsarga, H is the Apavada. Yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate. Saha Apavadaha, no brainer. Vruddhi Rechi is an Apavada of Adguna. Stock example is Rama plus Au. Au is H letter. So Rama plus Au, Vruddhi Rechi will block Ad Gunaha. There will be Prathamayo Purva Savarna Adichi. We'll talk about it at some other point in time. For now, when it comes to competition between Vruddhi Rechi and Ad Gunaha, Vruddhi Rechi wins over Ad Gunaha because of Apavada Utsargasya Badako Bhavati. Clear? Now comes the more interesting case, Akasya Varne Dirghaha. What is happening? In case of Ad Gunaha, it was A Varna. A Varna is A and A, both. We are saying A Varna. A Varna is A and A plus Ach. H component is gone. It is taken care by Vruddhi Rechi. Akka component is remaining. From that Akka component, A is being taken over here in Akasya Varne Dirghaha. So we say A plus A ityatra. Just understand this configuration. A plus A ityatra Ad Gunaha ityasya api praptihi Akasya Varne Dirgha ityasya api praptihi. Therefore, Akasya Varne Dirghaha and Ad Gunaha will compete over there. So far, so good. Now the question is, who wins? Bhashyakara says Akasya Varne Dirghaha is an apavada of Ad Gunaha. If we blindly believe that Apavadaha Utsargasya Badhaka Bhavati, Apavada will win. The question is, Is this apavada satisfying the litmus test of yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate? Is akassavarne dirghaha not finding any scope when adgunaha is not present? Is adgunaha compulsorily encompassing akassavarne dirghaha? And obviously the answer is no. We have
No.
nadi plus iti, sadhu plus uttamaha, and so on. We can always see examples even in the Subanta Prakaranam. Because we are in the frame of Subanta Prakaranam, we have explicitly given the examples of Subanta Prakaranam over here. Papi iti shabdasya saptami ekavachanasya rupam papi plus mi इत्यत्र e plus e savarna dirghena papi iti bhavati. Akassavarne dirghaha is not in the domain of adgunaha. It is actually in the domain of iko yadachi. That is the reason why Bhashyakara says adguna yana desha yoho. It is a combined apavada. The savarna dirgha is a combined apavada of adguna yana desha or adguna and iko yadachi. Both of them block akassavarne dirgha together. If you consider add the two domains, it will completely block akassavarne dirghaha. The question is, how does this fit into yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate? Yena ityukte yena vidhina na aprapte avashyam prapte. Adgunaha is not avashyam, iko yanachi is not avashyam. So how do you solve this? Answers.
Combined is the...
Yeah, so combined is but how that definition does not tell us combined, right? Niravakashatvam apavadasya bijam. Is akassavarne dirgha being niravakasha by adgunaha? Is akassavarne dirgha being niravakasha by iko yanachi? See,
By
we all
both
know the
of them,
final
it
answer is
becomes
going to
an
be combined apavada. We all know that final answer Bhashyakara has already given. We are not going to change any diagram or anything. The question is, how do we understand, how do we enhance our understanding of yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate, or how do we enhance the understanding of utsarga apavada to prove that this particular utsarga apavada fits into that category?
It does not find any application. It's always being shadowed by either one of it for its condition. Like the akara is being blocked by the adgunaha and the ik is being blocked by iko energy. That's how we look, right, Mahodaya?
Correct. There is a simpler way of understanding this, because what happens is the once you start looking at it like this, you have another question like, I have not studied so many sutras, so maybe there are 4 more sutras and we have not written it over here. And this actually opens up doors for all kinds of complex stuff. Every apavada that you see in the future, you will say, okay, there might be 10 utsargas combined together and there might be 100 utsargas combined together. So combined apavada concept, even though it is okay, easy to helps you to understand, we should make sure that whatever definition we learned, yena ityukte yena vidhina, not yaihi vidhibhihi, not yabhyam vidhibhyam, yena vidhina, single vidhi, na aprapte yo vidhirarabhyate satasya badhako bhavati. So you use this definition and you prove that akassavarne dirgha is an apavada of adgunaha, akassavarne dirgha is an apavada of iko yanachi. The answer is very simple. How do you prove that Vrashja Bhrashja Sutra is an apavada of Choho Kuhu?
Only a part of it is the apavada.
Correct. Only part of it is apavada. But then why do you still wait? But why then still you call it an apavada? If a part of it is apavada, why do you call it as an apavada?
So there is a vrashja, brashja iti. Everything is separated out, and each one has to
Vidhana
find its application.
samarthyat. The word you are looking is vidhana samarthyat.
That is what I was
सूत्रे सूत्रे व्रज भ्रज सृज मृज यज राज भ्राज. Why are these words kept? If these words would not have been there, there was no relationship or any kind of overlap between that sutram and Chohokuhu. If Panini wanted to win Chohokuhu, there is no reason to keep those words over there. Therefore, vidhana samarthyat. So that actually takes us to the first of the two apavadas. The two things cannot exist simultaneously. Asati sambhave. What did we say? Vidhana samarthyat apavadaha utsargam badhate. Same thing we are talking over here. Vidhana samarthyat apavadaha utsargam badhate. Clear so far? Apply it over here. Why Panini does not say ikah savarni dirgha?
Yes.
Why
Got
does
it.
he say akah savarni dirgha?
Got it.
Maybe I did not understand the question.
Umaji, explain.
Akasavarna dirgha is the apavada for the first art gunaha. Then yan for both parts it is the apavada. If it is not for the art guna, he could have told ikaha, like the choho, kuhu, vrashya, brashya. Only the vrashya, brashya specific terms only, specific shabdas only becomes apavada. Atrapi, akasavarna dirgha, he could have told ikasavarna dirgha. Why is he including aka? Because is the apavada for the art guna.
विधान सामर्थ्यात् अकस्सवर्णी दीर्घा इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे अकार विधान सामर्थ्यात् आद्गुणः इत्यस्य अपवादः। व्रज्ज भ्रज इत्यत्र व्रज्ज विधान सामर्थ्यात् चोः कुः इत्यस्य अपवादः। Exactly on the same lines, अकस्सवर्णे दीर्घः इत्यत्र अकार विधान सामर्थ्यात् अपवादः. If he did not want to do this vidhana samarthya, he could have said ikvarnat ikvarne savarne pare savarna dirghaha bhavati. Why does he has a choice. It is not like he is forced to include an because there are letters before and because there are letters after. Sometimes he is forced to include a letter because he wants letters before and letters after. But that's not the case over here. He explicitly, consciously includes akara over there. Why does he not say iko savarne dirghaha? Why does he say akas savarne dirghaha? Because he wants to say that akarasya vidhana samarthyat. So now this entire concept of combined apavada is no more needed. It falls down. We are saying vrasja bhrasja iti choho kuhu ityasya apavadaha. Understand my next statement very carefully. Vrasja bhrasja iti sutram choho kuhu ityasya apavadaha. On the account of vrasja bhrasja yajaraja bhraja part, we don't even talk about chasam. We are not looking at the utsarga of chasam at all. We are not saying choho kuhu and something else is a combined utsarga and vrajja bhraja entire sutram is apavada. We don't even bother to say that. We ignore chasam, we say vrajja bhrajya, we look at vrajja bhrajya and we say only on the vidhana samarthya of vrajja bhrajya choho kuhu becomes an utsarga, vrajja bhrajya becomes an apavada. We don't care what happens to the chasam part. Why? Because that is irrelevant. Yena na prapte yo vidhi arabhyate is applicable because of the vidhana samarthya of vrajya.
Do we say the same thing when it comes as an anuvritti?
I'm going to talk about that towards the end of the class, but why not? We don't see any. I mean, he could have easily changed the word if he really didn't want to do that, right? We are going to talk
Like,
about that anuvritti part a little later. In this particular context, there is no question of anuvrittis at all, right? We are talking about akaha savarne dirghaha. We could have said ikaha savarne dirgha. The question of, I mean, I'll answer that question separately, but that question is not relevant here because it doesn't help you solve the problem.
No. Why I asked is that we are saying vidhana samarthyat inside akka, that now we are talking about each component of akka should satisfy. Otherwise, this akaha he could have told.
I'm not saying that exactly. That's the precise confusion. I did not say that. I did not say each component of akka should satisfy. What I said was very simple. If Panini did not want a to be a part of this sutra, was it possible for him to write ikas savarne dirgha?
Yes.
Yes. Why did he write akas savarne dirgha? See, I cannot make that argument for ikar. Why? Because I have a counter argument. Panini wanted a and Panini wanted u, and Panini cannot write a and u together without e, so he was forced to write a e u in the pratyahara. That argument, what I mentioned just now, is applicable for ikara. But is the same argument applicable for akara? Can't Panini write ika? Is a sandwiched anywhere? That's exactly where I started. It is not like there are letters before a and there are letters after a. Both of them are required and he is forced to take a. Not like that. He can definitely say ikas savarne dirghaha. The very fact that he says akas savarne dirghaha is a proof yena na prapte yo vidhirarabhyate satasya vadako bhavati. Clear? Okay. Compare it with
we
the
are placing that argument only for the adgunaha for now. Like how adgunaha is a utsarga of Akasavarne
Exactly.
dirghaha
Just like
is
the way
apavada.
how choho puhu is an utsarga and vrajja bhrajja is an apavada. In that utsarga apavada relationship, you don't talk about chasam. The definition is yena na prapte yo vidhi arabhyate. For akasavarne dirghaha, the a component of akasavarne dirghaha satisfies yena na prapte yo vidhi arabhyate when the pair is adgunaha versus akasavarne dirghaha. And that is not something that Panini was forced to do. He could have said ikasavarne dirghaha, but he said akasavarne dirghaha akarasya vidhana samarthyat येन ना प्राप्ते यो विधिरारभ्यते. The first part of that asati sambhave badhanam bhavati. You cannot have guna ekadesha and savarna dirgha ekadesha at the same time. Asati sambhave badhanam bhavati akasavade dirgha ittenena adgunah ityasya badha bhavati. Iko yanach is not in the picture, therefore combined apavada is not necessary. Whether there is a concept of combined apavada or not, akasavarni dirgha is an apavada of adgunaha. Why? Akara grahana samarthyat. Akara
So
vidhana
you are saying
samarthyat.
even if there is no eco energy at all in the picture also, we are now saying that Akasavarne dirghaha comes
Correct.
down a level. Is what
Correct.
we are saying.
Correct. Just like the way for vrajja bhrajja, you don't know who is the utsarga of chasham. You only know the utsarga of vrajja bhrajja part. Everybody knows what I'm talking, or shall I show the sutra over here?
Like,
Shakaranta shabdanam and chakaranta. Oh, chakaranta is also chohokuhu. So
yeah.
only the shakaranta shabdas, correct. So vrajja, bhrajja, sruja, mruja, raja, bhraja and chakaranta shabdas, for all of them chohokuhu is coming as an utsarga. For shakaranta shabdas, you don't know who is coming as an utsarga. Maybe there is no utsarga. That's even more beautiful. Even if there is no utsarga, it doesn't matter. Still, you are forced to say vrajja bhrajja is an apavada of chohukuhu. Why? Because of vidhana samarthya of vrajjadis in this sutra. Repeat the same argument. Vidhana samarthya of akara in akasavarne dirgha makes it an apavada of adgunaha. Whether there is equoyadachi or not doesn't matter. Therefore, eventually, finally what we are concluding is that akasavarne dirgha ityasmin sutre a iti vidhanasya samarthyat adgunah ityasya apavadaha. And now the same thing can be talked about ikoyanachi. Ikoyanachi ityatra akasavarne dirgha ityasmin sutre I uru lu. So ik ityasya vidhana samarthyat akasavarne dirgha iti ikoyanachi ityasya apavadaha. Therefore, the bottom line of today's discussion is that akasavarne dirgha is not necessarily required to be considered as combined apavada of adgunah and ikoyadachi. It is okay, there is no problem in it. But if you go by the rules, if you say yena na prapteyo vidhirarabhyate, akasavarne dirgha can become apavada of adgunah even when ikoyadachi is not there. Akasavarne dirgha can become apavada of ikoyanachi even when adgunaha is not there, just like the way vrajja bhrajja is an apavada of chohokuhu without considering the sh part of that sutra. So that completes the second one, vruddhirechi akasavarne dirgha, and third is prathamayoho purva savarnaha. Prathamayoho purva savarnaha is also an apavada of adgunaha and ikoyanachi. Why? Again the same reason. For prathamayoho purva savarna hari plus au ityatra ikoyanachi ityasya badha bhavati, rama plus jas ityatra adgunaha ityasya badha bhavati. Prathamayoho, this term itself lists a set of pratyayas. Au, jas, am is gone by ami purvaha, so you ignore that. Au, jas and shas, three pratyayas.
Su also, right?
Su is not achi, right?
Ajadi.
Prathamayoho purva savarnaha is achi. So, au, shas and jas. Now, three pratyayas are clearly listed. Au, shas and jas. There is no reason to say prathamayoho purva savarna if we did not want an example
Even
of au,
am
shas
is
and jas.
there, right? Even am is there, but ami
But that is
purvaha is an
taken in
apavada.
ami purvaha because it becomes a sutra vidhana. Okay, so for prathamayoho purva savarna we have to take examples of jassa, it comes as an apavada of adgunaha, and example of hari plus au hari comes as an apavada of ikoyanachi. The interesting point about rama plus jassa is that there is also akasavarne dirgha in the picture. See, Rama plus At was given as an example of Akasavani Dirgha. Rama plus Jasa is an Apavad. Akasavani Dirgha also comes in the picture. So for Rama plus Jasa, there are three components. Prathamayoho Purva Savarnaha, Akasavani Dirgha, and Adgunaha. Three competitors are there for Rama plus Jasa. You must have studied all this in the details. Akasavani Dirgha, Prathamayoho Purva Savarna, and Adgunaha. Adgunaha is killed by Akasavani Dirgha because of Apavadatva. Purva Prathamayoho Purva Savarna then kills Akasavani Dirgha by Vipratished. Vipratished Param Karyam. Okay?
Now again the question comes, right? Prathamayo Purva Savarnaha, can't it be an apavada of Akastavarne Dirghaha?
Why is Prathamayo Purva Savarna not an apavada of Akasavani Dirghaha? Prathamayo Purva Savarna is applicable for Jasa, Shasa, and Au Pratyayas. It does not talk about a letter at all. So, for example, Muni plus Jasa, you may have Prathamayoho Purva Savarna, but there is no question of Akasavani Dirghaha. Akasavani Dirgha example is Rama plus Ata, and then there is an overlapper for Rama plus Jasa. So, you have Vipratishetha. Understood? All these needs to be written down, worked out. Is important. Okay, why is Prathamayo Purva Savarnaha not an Apavada? Because you cannot find a Yenana Prapti condition over there. So that is what tells us Prathamayoho Purva Savarnaha is an Apavada of Iko Yanachi and Adgunaha. Individual examples have been given, and then by Vipratishedha it wins over Akasavani Dirgha. Now we come to the last line, Tritiyaha Staraha Ato Gune. What does Bhashyakara say? Bhashyakara say Ato Gune is a combined apavada of all three. Ato Gune is a Rasva Akara because it is Taparakaranam. Rasva Akara plus Guna. What is Guna? Or A or O. Now understand, there are no examples of O. Only for the sake of brevity, he says Ato Gune. So you can ignore O. The examples are for A and A. Now the two cases are A plus A and A plus A, very specific. He explicitly says Ato Gune, which means what? A plus A and A plus A. Only two cases. So there is no question that it has to be Apavada of everybody. It is the narrowest, or it is the most smallest circle. Why? Because it is A plus A and A plus A. Only Ami Purvaha will block over there, because Ami Purvaha is even Ama, which is even restricted. But we'll keep Ami Purvaha aside for now. When it comes to Ato Gune, it is A plus A and A plus A. So for A plus A, it will block Akasavani Dirgha. For A plus A, it will block Vruddhireji. Clear?
But this, more narrower is where it's very difficult to find, Mahoday. If we see Prathamayo Purva Savarnaha, it finds that application only in the Subanta Prakaranam, right? Like only in the Prathama, Dvitiya, Vibhakti Pratyaye Pare. If we take Ato Gune, yeah, those niyamas are concerned only with the Akara plus Akara or Akara plus Ekara, but its scope is wider. It's not just in the Subanta Prakriya, it's in the Tinganta, and it does not have the limitation of just in the, Prathama, Dvitiya, Vibhakti and all that, right? So, to determine which is broader and which is narrower is also very tricky here, isn't it?
We are going back to circle one, first statement of the class that we discussed over there. For determining which is broader and which is narrower, you do not need to consider entire sutra. You do not need to consider the scope. You are considering all unnecessary things which are not required. All that you have to say is yena na prapte. As simple as that. Don't think whether it is Subanta, Tinganta, there are 1,000 examples and there are 3,474 examples and so on. None of that really matters. Yena na prapte. For A plus A, is yena na prapte applicable for Akasavana Dirgha and Purathamayo Purva Savarna combined? Now I can use the word combined because we know that that is an easier language to talk about. A plus A, is there a yena na prapte case applicable for Akasavana Dirgha? Let's keep Prathamayo Purva Savarna aside for now. Akasavana Dirgha and Ato Gune, is A plus A case applicable? Yes. A plus A, is it applicable for Vruddhireji? Yes. Okay.
Wait, Mahodaya.
Same-
Plus in the Akasavarne Dirghaha Ato Gune itself, now I have the basic. So how do we find which one is Utsarga, which one is Apavada?
Ato gune is
Can you
apadanta, right? Ato gune sutra has
Apadanta?
apadanta.
Correct.
Whereas
Yes.
Akasavarne Dirgha is
Apadanta.
padanta apadanta.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. So in that means we can say Akasavarne Dirghaha is a Utsarga and this is an Apavada.
Same
Okay,
for
we can
Vriddhi
go.
and Ato gune. So for the Prathama and Dvitiya vibhaktis is what is remaining in the context of Subanta Prakaranam. Ato gune becomes an apavada of Prathamayo Purva Savarna. This is extremely hard to understand because there are no examples. Why there are no examples? Because of Purastad apavadaha. Ato gune is the previous apavada. Akasavarni Dirgha is the first utsarga. Prathamayo Purva Savarna is the second utsarga. The previous apavada can only block the first utsarga and not the second utsarga. Purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran. So there are no examples that I can demonstrate for showing that Ato gune is an apavada of Prathamayo Purva Savarna. Therefore, Prathamayo Purva Savarna will win because of Purastad apavada. Clear? One last bit and we are done for this Vipratishedha. What is the proof that Purastad apavadaha paribhasha exists? Panini never wrote Purastad apavadaha. So maybe he wanted Ato gune to win over Prathamayoho Purva Savarna. Why do we have Prathamayoho Purva Savarna winning over there? The answer is the Sutram Nadichi. Pranadichi is the Nishedha of Prathamayoho Purva Savarna. Everybody knows this?
Yes.
Prathamayoho Purva Savarna Nadichi. Why does Panini say na at ichi? Why doesn't he say na at achi? Because avarnat avarne pare prathamayoho purva savarna iti bhavati. This nadichi sutram is used as a jnapaka of the paribhasha purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran. Na at achi. If you would have written that, then at achi, a plus a, prathamayoho purva savarna would have been blocked and ato gune would have come. He doesn't write that. He says na at ichi. It means he wants prathamayoho purva savarna for a plus a case like Rama plus Jasa. This is probably icing on the whole discussion that we have done so far. Probably difficult to understand, but think about it. Clear? And now somebody might argue, what's there? This is just one letter, no at achi versus no at ichi. It's not like that. If it would have been achi, that achi comes as an anuvritti from iko and achi, so he would have just said nat. So the question is not whether he would say na at achi versus na at ichi. It's not nadachi versus nadichi. It would be nad versus nadichi. Achi is not required in the sutra. Achi comes as an anuvritti. Prathamayoho purva savarna has anuvritti of achi. That same can continue in nadichi also. So if Panini wanted achi, it would be laghavatvam. He could have said nat and achi would come as an anuvritti. But he says nadichi. Why? Because he does not want to block Prathamayoho purva savarna for a plus a. That itself means that ato gune should not come, because otherwise ato gune will block Prathamayoho purva savarna for a plus a and nadichi ichi component will be useless. The vidhana samarthya of ichi tells us purastadapavadaha iti paribhasha pravartate. And that's where we complete the 9 class old discussion of Vipratishedhe Param Karyam. We have seen different aspects of Badhya Badhaka Bhava, starting from Vipratishedha, Nitya Anitya, Antaranga Bahiranga, and finally Utsarga Pavada.